You look
Just
like
make sure you get the money shot, Carl. Get the money shot. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our weekly entertainment podcast. The kids call it Spitball Media. This is where we spit out the top entertainment stories of the week, watch a full couple trailers there, talk about some stuff we're interested in the entertainment world, etc., etc. My name is John Draper. Joining me, of course, is the now 39-year-old Shaheen. Shaheen, you survived your birthday weekend.
almost survived. Well, actually, I said almost didn't survive. I guess I did
Almost
survive.
didn't survive. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but yeah, a lot of my plans got fucked up because I was having some teeth issues. It started on Friday. It wasn't that bad on Friday, but by Sunday like evening, I was like dying. So
Good
uh,
Lord.
yeah, not fun times, man. As soon as I hit 39, everything just fucking went left. So I don't know.
Way to hit 50. Hope you don't like peeing. And of course, his name is Mr. Bisho O'Brien. He's running things in the Ohio area, in the Ohio Valley wrestling area. Bisho O'Brien, how are you?
Good. Ohio Valley Wrestling's like Kentucky. I think it's like Kentucky, Southern Ohio.
When you're from Brooklyn, Kentucky, Ohio, there's no fucking difference, Bisho.
Yeah, it's like I get the same thing. People always tell me like, oh, I'm from Brooklyn or the upper East West Village side. I'm like, I don't fucking know what that means. Come on.
Yeah, it's the same
So,
shit.
I get
It's
it.
the
Yeah,
same
what's up, everybody?
shit. Well, we got a lot of stuff we want to get to. It is a big week in the entertainment industry. And if you want to get the full experience, if you're joining us for the first time, thank you so much. Please consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia. Shop for just $5, which put almost a spit of gas in my car. It took me $70 to fill it this weekend. You're going to get thousands of hours of exclusive content. It's a gift that keeps on giving all year round.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dog eats about $5 a day now. So, you're essentially feeding a dog for one meal a day.
You can feed a dog right now for just $5 a day.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
It is a bargain, Bisho.
It is. I had a Jonesin for what you guys would call a soda today or the other day.
A soda.
And I had to go around to Wendy's because they were the only ones that had like a diet Sprite. And
Sprite.
went and got me. That's a shout out to John's cameo appearances, the
Sprite.
Conrad Thompson.
I like
Sprite.
a big old Sprite.
If you haven't heard that, go check that out. But
That's
anyway,
a good one. That's a good one.
I think they put it on YouTube, so it's
I
readily
think
available.
they did too because it was people really liked it.
But no, it was like $3 for a medium like Sprite Zero at Wendy's, and I'm like, I should have just bought like $6 worth of food and not eaten it because it's a better deal than buying a Sprite for $3. So you're not going to get that with us. You get the Q&A.
Sweetheart.
You don't get Sprite Zero or a Diet Sprite, but you do get.
Is Sprite Zero good? I need to know. I'm so sorry.
Actually, yeah,
Ooh, okay.
I like it better than Diet Sprite.
Sprite's pretty good.
I like it better than Diet Sprite, but Fountain was better than canned. My assistant
Fountain.
bought it for the office, and it's not the same. But
Yeah, Shah, you go Fountain but sometimes they water that shit the fuck down.
that's why I never used to go to Wendy's because they always had like the multi-machine with us, and it was never carbonated. But I went and got one on a wing and a prayer, and it's like the best fountain drink I've had since fucking ever.
I think McDonald's, Shah, OG McDonald's is the king of fountain soda.
Yeah, I think McDonald's has the best Coke.
Yes.
I hate going to the ones that Bisho was talking about where they have like multiple different options. For some reason, the Coke always tastes like lime Coke because I guess
Yeah.
like the flavor of lime is always it's always lime too. It's not like the cherry Coke. It's not the orange. It always tastes like lime Coke. And
Oh, that's not fun.
I mean, I like lime Coke. I just want to sign up for it. I don't want to just like, have
Yeah,
you volunteer me for that shit.
I have a Regal pass, and Regal has an exclusive deal with Pepsi. And all these people say they would get a Regal pass, but they refuse to drink Pepsi at the movies with popcorn because it just sucks ass.
Yeah, I
Like,
like Pepsi more. Pepsi is better than Coke.
in a can, sure. In a can, I'll take a Diet Pepsi 9 times out of 9. But fountain-wise, for some reason, it feels like it comes out flat. I don't know. Like there's nothing worse, Bisho, than looking forward to that diet soda, and it's not carbonated enough.
Not to be spurgy, but I've actually read there's multiple reasons for that. The most common is that since most people drink Coke instead of Diet Coke or Sprite, they change out the canisters more often because it's used more often.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then at
Okay.
McDonald's, like they cool their syrup and they like
Syrup.
refrigerate it differently, which is why it's better than Wendy's or Burger
Well,
King.
I prefer syrup.
The carbonation has nothing to do with the actual
It's
like
the
syrup.
it's the
though.
syrup, right? It's the
No.
syrup.
No, it's two different things. Like if they have to
Yeah.
change out the CO2 more often and
Yeah.
they chill their syrup and feed it through as
Yeah, but that
opposed to
CO2 is used for all sodas. Well, I guess I guess you're right. If they're offering Pepsi, they're not going to have Coke. So I guess
Yeah.
that would-
Yeah.
they're all-
I mean, we could just do 9 hours on this, and I don't think
No,
anybody
just-
would mind.
switch it out.
Dude, Emmanuel was like, "What are you guys doing?" I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Coke and Pepsi. Talk.
Look, it's a big deal. Listen, if you're someone who you don't drink that shit a lot and you look forward, I consider it like alcohol. You want more of it. You don't drink it that much because you know it's bad for you. So when you get it and it's disappointing, you remember that shit. Like you guys have AMC's, you get fucking Coca-Cola products. You get Coca-Cola. I get like, what's that thing? Their version of Sprite. It's got a dumb name. I forget what it's
Starry.
called. Starry. The fuck is that? The fuck is Starry?
It used to be Sierra Mist, but for some
Oh,
reason,
that's I remember
yeah.
Sierra Mist. But anyway, go to patreon.com/spitballmedia.
I remember the Alamo. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
This is vodka. That's what's actually going on. No, I can't do that. $5 a month will get you the full access. We just dropped the Q&A over the weekend. B-Show, do we have the link up for June yet? We got to try to get that out.
Not quite yet, but I'll get it
All
up
right, let's
there.
get
And
that up. Let's get
programming
that up.
note, I'm out of town next week, so.
Oh, where are you going to be?
Higgins Lake, Michigan.
Whoa, this is where the aristocrats of the Midwest play. This is like our Hamptons.
Yeah, we eat, the Campbell's brand, soup. We don't just slum it with the Franco-American or whatever anymore.
Whoa, all right.
No, it's cool. We got a little place up.
When you leaving?
Saturday, I think it is.
All right. Well, B-Show will not be with us next week, but he's going to be on vacay. He'll be on assignment. Go to patreon.com/spitballmedia, $5. B-Show, who's hanging out with us tonight? The old Chataruski.
Got some old favorites, Mr. Joe Punches.
The Punched Out Joseph.
We got Ryan Keefe.
The Keefe of the Ryans.
We got the Drucifer Yarcifer.
Drucifer Yarcifer. Go Knicks.
We got Chris Matthews.
The legendary Chris Matthews.
We have the Donald Q. Stoney Esquire.
We have a lawyer on site for any and all conflicts that could come up.
Emmanuel Rojas.
Yes, my hardcore brother from another mother out in the West Coast.
Yeah, we got, let's see, the Bayou Geeks. That's Chris.
Oh, that's Chris Castro in the old Bayou Geeks there. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, what's up, man? Let's see. Hey now, Rich Dow.
Hey now, Rich Dow. All right. I haven't talked to
Got-
him in a minute.
Mr. Isaacs.
Oh, Mr. Isaacs. I'm glad we're on the Wednesday night sketch.
Oh, and Mr. Isaacs, he revealed that OVW is in his neck of the woods, so he is in the southern Ohio, northern
Oh,
Kentucky,
look at
western
that.
Kentucky-ish
Okay.
area.
Nice.
Closer
Ohio
than I
Valley.
thought. I thought he was out. I thought him and like the other guys were out on the East Coast near like Maryland for some reason.
Who is the Kyle Jacks 93?
Kyle Kazmarski.
Oh, he keeps changing. Did he change his name again? Good Lord.
Kyle J. Kaz.
Kyle J. Kaz. Okay, J. Kaz would have been a good graffiti name in the 80s in New York.
It does look like Jax though.
It does.
I've noticed
it looks like,
like
a graffiti
I'm
name.
having more and more like dyslexic style symptoms the older I get. I just think my brain's
It's going to
not
be a
working.
long midlife for you. Let me tell you right now.
Yep.
It's going to be a long one. Anyway, we have a lot of stuff we want to get to. Thank you for hanging out with us. And we'll get that link up for the June Q&A. We had a ball doing the May Q&A as far as that goes. And we'll be doing some solo shows. If nobody's around, I have a solo show idea I might want to kick out this weekend. Just get it on the docket for the June. I know I just did one recently, but I had a couple things I wanted to exacerbate in the old Patreon. And you're only going to hear it if you go to patreon.com/spitballmedia, $5. That's the only time you're going to hear it. Now, I'm going to rewind the clock a little bit. I remember our year-end review, Shah, of our top 10 talking about the upcoming year. And I remember us going through a lot of already announced things. Obviously, we knew like Bone Temple was coming out. Some other things were coming out. And the overall feeling was that it was not going to be like a very memorable year for horror specifically, that there wasn't a lot of good things coming out. And boy, wow, that was not true. In case you've been living under a proverbial rock, the two biggest movies in the world right now are small market horror films by young first-time directors. And we have nothing, Shah, but just news after news of just exactly how powerful this Backrooms and Obsession combo, the Barbenheimer of the horror world, are performing. And it's extraordinary.
Yeah, I also think it's really interesting that both of them are YouTube creators too. So the fact that it's funny because I think there was a graphic that named like 6 different movies that recently came out that were super successful, and all of them, all the directors were YouTubers. So like the running joke in the horror community right now on YouTube is that like the YouTubers are saving horror because it's like, which is kind of true. I mean, you look at Talk to Me, you look at fucking Backrooms, Obsession. Both of these guys are YouTubers. Unfortunately, I haven't seen Backrooms yet, but Obsession has grown on me. I mean, I've been thinking about. I haven't watched it again, but I definitely do want to see it as soon as it comes out again.
Well,
I haven't pre-ordered, so
before we move into Backrooms, B-Show, can we pull up some information on where Obsession is right now, and then we'll get to the extraordinary Backrooms that both myself and B-Show experienced over the weekend.
One step ahead of you, my brother from another mother. Obsession crossed 150 million at the box office today. And this coming weekend, it'll be the first film in Focus Features history to ever hit 2 hondos.
It's good. They already know it's going to do 200 mil.
Uh-huh.
How is
it keeps building? It just, they said this is the first movie since E.T. that has seen such repeat increase in, I think it did like 5 million one day, 6. Yeah. There was, oh, here we go.
What?
Obsession is tracking, here we go, global box office.
Oh my God. I didn't hear this at all.
Obsession is tracking to become the first non-Christmas wide release since Steven Spielberg's E.T. to post second and third weekend increases. Its first was 17.2, second was 23.9, third weekend projection is 25 to 30 million.
Whoa. Shah, this is now they're putting it in E.T. category.
Yeah, I mean, now that you put it in that perspective, it's like historical. Imagine being this guy that's a fucking YouTuber and you were making YouTube videos and all of a sudden you're being mentioned with Steven Spielberg from the fucking 80s. Like,
yeah,
that's pretty insane. I'm super happy about it though, man. I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I also read an article that it seems like, movie theaters are booming. Like
booming.
This is the best they've done since like 2018, I think. And it's
AMC
mainly because of horror.
specifically.
AMC specifically is reporting extraordinary numbers, B-Show. And there were many people, including the head of Netflix, telling us that the theater model was dead a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's funny, man. You hear that all the time, and we've talked over the years about how all it takes is something to spark that. Because we all look backwards and expect things to continue. It's a human thing. But as Giari just posted, something that I forgot about until now, Obsession was supposed to debut on streaming this coming week, and it was rumored, and it looks like it's very possible that they're going to get an extended run now. So,
of course.
And this is great because we've been talking about this the past couple of months where, Paramount says they're not going to fuck with the model and they want things to have long runs. Netflix kind of says that, but then you see shit go to streaming right away if it doesn't do well.
Well, yeah.
Like if you start seeing more people go into the box to cinemas, and we know that young people, like 19 to 25-year-olds, are going to the cinemas and they're going to see the movies made by their people for them.
Yeah.
There it is, man. Instead of making these rehashes and remakes, and we've been saying this for years, instead of making another Friday the 13th, they made the nature movie,
Violent Nature.
In a Violent Nature. Instead of making the next blah, 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 they make Obsession or Iron Lung or Backrooms. Backrooms specifically is a Gen Z movie based on Gen Z lore.
Oh, of course.
This is exactly what we've been waiting for. Instead of catering to people like us who, like, we're not saying it, but who would say, make another Jason movie. Like, no, it's fucked. It's done. It's cooked. Move on.
They will eventually make another Jason movie. Shah, an interesting thing, there was a lot of hubbub, as you know, because you kind of hate when these things go to streaming platforms. There were a lot of very smart people in the last couple of years insisting that if you want to get a movie over, you can't put it in theaters. You're going to want to put it in streaming right away. That's how you're going to get big money. You just sell it outright to the platform and let the platform do its thing. And we have seen this work. But this is a huge step forward by going backwards, right? Because How many times have we had a conversation about a movie and then 3 weeks later we go, oh, it's already available digitally if you want to order it or something like that. Like for you as a physical media person, this is probably a lot of music to your ears too.
Yeah, and I think, history repeats itself, and you're starting to see. I've seen so many articles about the return of physical media, movie theater experience. I feel like this is going
Oh,
to be like
some
another nostalgic thing that people are going to miss.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Why am I by myself here?
I'm trying to highlight people now.
He's trying to highlight us,
Oh, okay.
In my
Trying to up the production here a little bit.
I got
Shit's
my
going
LA
to
porn
TikTok.
director outfit on. It's working. And you look like you're hiding from somebody.
Yeah, no, I'm just. I had my AC on. Now my house is cold, so bipolar with the weather. I also saw CNN did a segment on the success of Backrooms and Obsession. Did you see that by any chance?
No, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, it was on CNN. Yeah.
Well, they have to. And by the way, we did see, like, guys, let's not forget, a couple years ago, we saw this Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2, which cost what, Bicho, $400,000, and it made like 60 million, something like that. Terrifier 2. Yeah, like, now obviously that's a different kind of audience that didn't have the lore. That was basically people going, if you want to see something sick, you should go check out this crazy movie called Terrifier 2. Like, and then word of mouth. But I want to ask you both, because somebody brought this up in the chat. I think this is true, but I also think there's a little bit more to it. The reason for the success, and I'm focusing on Obsession right now specifically, is a lot of people are saying because Shah, the word of mouth. It's the word of mouth. It's the fact that it's so repeatedly you're being inundated by people telling you to see this movie, see this movie, see this movie, see this movie. Do you think that's a big part of the success? Because I think a big part of the success, frankly, and this is a Terrifier thing too, is repeat viewing. People are seeing it multiple times.
Yeah, and I think the definition of word of mouth has kind of gone through like an evolution throughout the years, because word of mouth now is through TikTok. It's through people resharing these. So that's why you're seeing, first week it's doing all right, second week it's doing much better, and now third week they're anticipating 200 million in total. So a lot of that I think is because it's trending on TikTok. So this is the article.
Sorry, we were just talking about fast food. The algorithm is fucked up, and I log on to the article Shah sent me, and it's all Culver's ads.
Oh, Culver's! I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure it's wonderful. I live in New York.
Sorry. Yeah, here's the article, Shah. No, I agree. Shah was talking about TikTok being the new word of mouth, and it is amazing. People have talked about they talked about how, like, back in the day in high school, everyone would like hear the same urban legends and stories would get passed along. We just didn't have the internet. I don't know how it happened. It just traveled like wildfire through kids and social circles. Fuck you, Culver's. And it's so fascinating because that's all I'm seeing on TikTok now. I've posted some videos, shout out to our TikTok channel, some clips from last week and Obsession related and others, some trailers. And the ones that are all hitting are all Obsession. And then every video I see on the feed after that is Obsession. Wow. It is legitimately, like, if that's your barometer of what's going on in the world, as far as our world is considered right now, that's all everyone's talking about.
Well, I mean, that's a big youth. Again, this is a movie made by youth culture, for youth culture, starring nothing but people under 26 years old, including the fucking director. They're all the same age. They're all in the mid-20s, early 20s. I think the oldest person involved in that movie, I'm just talking about principals, is 26 years old. That's a baby in entertainment industry. I do think, though, we have to give the true credit to just how good the film is, right, Shah? I mean, at the end of the day, I could see people shitting on Terrifier because of, let's face it, it's a lumpy sort of filthy movie, right? And it's got, if you're not into hardcore gore, it's probably not your thing. It doesn't have great acting. It doesn't have, very strong sort of story. It did get progressively better. But at the end of the day, if Obsession wasn't fucking dope, none of this would be happening.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it's not a good movie, you're going to see success the first week, second week, third week, it's going to have a huge drop. I actually just shared two different videos too. I don't think you should play them because one is like 10 minutes long. Okay. But if you want to play like 10 seconds of it, they do cover it on CNN and CNBC. So, I mean, for the news outlets to be covering Backrooms.
Yeah, Andy Richter has 3 lines, Drew Yari. That doesn't make you a principal in a film. He literally has 3 lines. Like honestly, like it's just Brad Pitt has more lines in Jackass in the monkey costume than I think. Andy
Standing
Richter
by
does.
with more on that story in
Oh,
today's Tech Check.
this
Julia?
is
Kelly,
this is CNBC. This is not
audience's
CNN.
hunger for
Yeah,
authentic
CNN did
voices
one
and
too.
fresh
Okay.
I shared
ideas.
both.
Now, this phenomenon is also evident in the #2 movie at the box office, Obsession. Released by Focus Features, it cost less than $1 million to make and has crossed about $105
Is there anything
million
notable in here?
in the
I
box
haven't listened
office
to
its
it. I
first
mean, I would
2
just play
weeks.
that. I
It's
wouldn't play much
directed
more.
by a 26-year-old with a
Okay.
Yeah, they
Well,
love
I mean, if
I-
it's getting covered by the nation's biggest financial news network,
Yeah, that's where we all get our whether or not we're going into global recession network. I will say this: I'm enjoying this, even as somebody who is infinitely older than the attended audience group. I will say this, guys, and I'm just gonna be honest here. I know very few people in my age group that are going to these movies. I don't see they have to be true cinephiles, and I do know quite a few cinephiles, as you both do too, but I don't see a lot of people over a certain age gassed on the movie. I just don't, and I don't think that matters. Even though the 40 to 55 demographic, Bisha, as you know, is in every category probably the core demographic financially.
it is because technically, historically, by the numbers, it's still Gen X who still built some wealth in the 90s and 2000s before things went a little haywire and got more expensive. But, dude, when I was at the movie theater, I saw, a 50-year-old couple. I saw 3 ladies who were in their 40s who were sitting together. I saw a whole row of like 19-year-olds walk in. It was a bunch of different people. I saw some people who were getting probably closer to late 50s, 60. So to me, I've not people I know, but people I've seen in going to the movies for both of these have been all over the place. An important thing to note too, though, someone mentioned it in the chat. This happens every 20 years or so. In fact, like if you go back to the 80s, you had Paramount who was taking chances on low budget movies. That's Friday the 13th. New Line Cinema was built on Freddy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then in the 90s, everyone's talking about how like this is the first time this has happened. It's not. And everyone hates to say the name because he's allegedly a shitty guy, but the Weinstein Company. When it was Miramax and Dimension Films was their genre arm.
Miramax pushed artistic films. I mean, the landscape in the 90s would not have existed cinematically without Miramax. It just wouldn't have existed.
Yep, and then Blumhouse did it 15 years ago with Paranormal Activity. It's the same exact thing. So this is just like this generation's version of that, and it's going to refresh things, and then studios are going to chase it. Like, for instance, we didn't even talk about The Passenger. Like, we've heard The Passenger is complete shit, and from the trailer, you can kind of tell it's studio shit. Like, it's supposed to look real scary, but it's got that studio stink on it, whereas these movies don't. So, I mean, if this gives us new, fresh shit for a while, I'll be happy. We'll just enjoy it while it lasts, and then in 20 years, there's going to be another refresher, man.
Well, look, although Shah did not see it, both myself and Bisha O'Brien did experience Backrooms over the weekend. Now, unlike Bisha O'Brien, I was completely unfamiliar with the lore. I only know about it from these two guys. That's it. I only know about it from these two guys. I asked my 22-year-old and my 21-year-old, and they never heard none of this shit. So, but they're girls and they have lives. So I think that it's probably they're not perpetually online. They're actually out doing things as far as that goes. Now, I will say this, the fact that I did not know the lore, I think for me, my viewing experience was enhanced dramatically because I was uber curious. I know that there's quite a few Easter eggs in there from the lore. We would never get into the plot anyway. But Shah, as someone who is A, familiar with the lore, and B, this was probably the movie you were highly more anticipating than any other film, what have you heard? I know you're going this weekend, but what have you heard about it in your sort of immediate circles?
I should be ashamed of myself.
Yeah, people are really disappointed that you didn't see it. I can tell.
This is probably my most anticipated movie of the year. I think this was my number one. Second was Faces of Death, and third one was Psycho Killer, which I've heard nothing but terrible things about.
It's on Hulu right now.
Is it? Yeah,
yep.
I'll have to check it out. I honestly haven't heard much, just because I've been trying to avoid any kind of spoilers. So I haven't heard much at all. Just because anything I see with Backrooms, I'm scrolling right by. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want it spoiled. It's one of those movies I really want to be able to experience it. So
Bisha, would you mind pulling up before I get to the Rotten Tomatoes score? Because I stayed away from a lot of it too, just in anticipation of us having this sort of conversation. But I will just say for the record, I really enjoyed this fucking movie. I thought it might have been a tad too long, but I do think, honestly, it was better. It's not fair to compare it to Obsession. We kind of have to, for various reasons, why it was a better Obsession, which I will get to momentarily without ruining the sort of conversation there. Get Bisha, and then we'll get to you in a sec. What was the score?
Yeah, 89% critic score, 74% audience.
That's interesting to me. Bisho, your thoughts as someone who was already highly familiar with the lore.
I have to backtrack on that a little bit because I'm familiar with what the Backrooms are. I've seen some of the videos. I didn't dive into like level 1 is the offices and level 2 is the bricks and level 3 is the pipe works and shit. Like
Yeah,
there's
know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and like there's an entire like online. It's almost like the creepypasta stuff from about 10 years ago.
Well, it
like,
came from creepypasta, didn't it?
Maybe.
I thought it did. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't know the lore, so
It might have. So, but like I know enough about it to like understand what it is and not have to sit and think too much about it. However, it turned out different than what I anticipated, and there's a lot of people who are a little disappointed by like what they ended up seeing in the end. So, I can kind of see why they could be upset or not exactly over the moon about this movie. However, I was a little bit underwhelmed with all the buzz it was getting for some reason, maybe because I was riding high on Obsession. I thought it was going to be a little different. Not as many scares as I thought, but very cool how they like wove the story in. And I think I told you guys this via text. They could very easily have overcomplicated this, and they could very easily have, like, think of the Super Mario movie from like 1993. It was dog shit. All they had to do was say, okay, here's Italian plumbers that fight against dragon turtles, and instead they made it like some futuristic, Blade Runner meets Donald Trump type of thing.
Pretty terrible. Yeah, that movie's pretty awful.
They could easily have done this to the Backrooms. It could have got picked up by fucking, Disney or not Illumination, but like one of these big companies that don't understand why this is popular.
They could have put the minions in there in the back rooms. That would have been
Jesus Christ.
Like like running around. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, but like to that point, they didn't. They said, okay, here's a story that could exist in there, and the psychology of what's going on kind of wraps up into art imitating life type of thing. And I was fascinated by how the side story fit in with everything. So I think I've said enough. I'll let you guys go. But what do you think, John?
Yeah, I thought if there was no Obsession, that was maybe the horror performance of the year, next to Ray Fiennes in Bone Temple. The lead in that, I believe we discussed, he's from 12 Years a Slave.
Yes.
And he's also done a lot of other things, but that was a very big role. That was a very big movie. That was an Academy Award related movie. He has a name I have trouble pronouncing. It's not a casual name. I thought he was fucking extraordinarily good. I thought everyone else in it was piss warm, including the female lead. I did not like her at all. I didn't like the more smaller parts. Again, we will not get to plot in particular. I thought it was shot incredibly well. I love the way it was shot, the color palette. I love the score. I love the sort of ambiguous ending, leaving a door wide open, which they kind of had to do. I love the fact that I am somebody who is, I dare I say, a movie snob. And my snobbery was snuffed out very quickly by the quality of the plot, of the acting. And Shah, one thing I can't wait to talk to you about is I don't see anybody talking about how well this film was shot. This movie was lit and shot perfectly. And we throw words around Shah like pacing quite a bit. Other than certain things being a little too long, I thought the pacing in this was kind of perfect. And it is my number 2 next to Obsession, but it's a tight race.
Yeah. Also, just to clarify, I'm kind of in the same boat as B-Show, where I'm familiar with the concept, but I don't really know much about it. Like, I don't know the levels either. I've only seen a couple of clips, like 30-second clips here and there, so I don't really know much about it either. Mm-hmm. I will say this, though. Did you see that they greenlit the second one? I guess there's going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
Already?
There has to be.
Yeah. But it's crazy that they greenlit it the opening week. They've already announced that there's going to be...
Oh, I didn't know it was even greenlit. B-Show, I apologize. We did not pull their box office. I think we should be pulling that box office as well.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That was a $10 million film.
Oh, yeah, I thought I did. It will hit $100 million at the domestic box office today.
Jesus.
So it is officially the highest grossing A24 film of all time in 5 business days. Shot, it took they're averaging $20 million a day.
What was the last one that broke a A24 record? It was the Everywhere,
Everything, everywhere, all at
everything.
once,
Yeah,
maybe.
that one. And I think the
Maybe.
third highest is probably Hereditary.
It might
Um,
not be because they have a
I think it
pretty.
was. I think Hereditary
Was
was at
it?
number
Okay.
one, and
Uh,
then
Marty Supreme was number 1 before
That's
at
right.
yeah.
Marty
191.
Supreme is an A24 fucking
Yeah,
movie,
yeah,
man.
Backrooms is currently globally at 144 million. Everything Everywhere
104.
All at Once was number 3. So it hasn't beat Marty Supreme worldwide yet, but it's on its way.
Okay, so that was a like 7-time nominated Academy Award movie, and Everything Everywhere All at Once was the Academy Award Best Film, and it also I think may have won an award for Michelle Yeoh for Best Supporting Actress. So again, I mean, Shah, now we're putting this 20-year-old's idea in a category of because this weekend it's going to do fucking big numbers. It just is.
yeah.
It just such an elite category.
And you mentioned the color palette. I think that dreadful yellow that they use, it really does something. It reminds me of like, how it's like, you're basically stuck in the office space. It reminds me of like those old school yellow, disgusting notepads. Kind of reminds me of like that color palette, and it's just like it's so dreadful and fucking just I don't know something about it.
shit.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
That's what that whole fucking movie
it's
reminds
that
me of.
hue. It's that hue over
Yeah.
everything. Now, I will say this as the resident senior person. This takes place in 1990, and rarely do I make this statement. I have never seen a more accurate portrayal of that time period ever, because 1990 is essentially the 80s. All of our furniture was still from the 80s. This is pre-grunge, pre-gangster rap, a lot of other things in the culture, pre-heroin chic. We were still in an 80s mindset with cassette tapes and VHS and tacky furniture and ill-fitting clothes. They painstakingly represented the period perfectly. No skips here for me. And I know because I was there.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's one of the things I liked most about it was the back rooms, the sets looked cool. The way they built them were fine. They looked like they were. And even when they cut in and out of like the video footage, it looks legit like the stuff from the YouTube channel. However, when they went into that furniture store and you saw the couches and the ugly love seats, and then even like there are some places, it's Ohio. There's still some places around here in strip malls that look like old, like Fashion Bug and shit like that, where they haven't updated anything since 1995. It looks like
cheaply
that.
Made. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
plywood. Everything's plywood and ugly color schemes.
Yeah, and I mean, like to me, that it's like when I watched, we watched it VHS 84 or 85, and I was so over the moon about that, the 80s style, because usually in movies, 80s style is overly popped. It's all neon and pleather and shit,
Bright.
and
It's very bright.
yeah, but like the 80s and the 90s were, like I said, McDonald's ashtrays and wood paneling on the walls. That's what it was, and the cheap furniture. So I did notice that too. And a cool thing that I read, I think maybe I saw it on TikTok. For those of you,
We lost you there, B-Show. B-Show just got caught in the back room, Shah.
Yeah, he got snuck in the back room.
B-Show is now at level 4. He's at level 4 in the back rooms. Shah, I will tell you this. I think you're going to be super impressed just by all of the things that probably a lot of people aren't talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like the lighting, like the score, like dude, this guy carries this fucking movie painfully on his back. I mean, this dude is fucking, and there's a lot of little things there. Like again, we never talk about the plot anyway, but there's some things going on in his life that are not working out well. He's not doing well in life, and he's struggling, and you see that in him, and he represents it so fucking well. And I think he's an unsung, much like Indy Navarrete. Again, very different role, kind of unfair to compare the two movies, but how can we not? Similarly, this dude is carrying this fucker on his back.
So let me ask you a question. And it's not really a spoiler because the whole concept is built around this. Are there fucking robots?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
but
Because
we can't
without
really
it, it's not. Yeah, without it, it's not really Backrooms. I just
can't really. I can't. We really
yeah.
shouldn't
But
do
I mean, I
that.
figured it is because that's what the whole plot of Backrooms is.
It's more elaborate than that, and I don't know if it ever gets more fleshed out in the series of it.
Yeah.
But yes, there are things in the back rooms which bring that fear. But I will say this too, from a set perspective. Um, Unlike a movie like I'm sorry to keep doing this, I just can't help it. Obsession, where Obsession shot what in 3 places, 4 places, the whole fucking movie. The whole
Has
movie
to be
shot in
multiple. Yeah.
yeah, four, maybe 4 places, primarily in one place, right? Primarily in one place. 70% of the movie takes place in his house, right? And then they take place in the car, and then it's outside of the house in the car, and so on and so on and so on. This in particular, everything that they shot here, everything that they did all these little things so right. But this is a very bleak, uncomfortable. Like I'm trying to describe it. Like it's uncomfortable. Like it's everything's gonna be bad. I don't think there was. I think maybe there was about 6 speaking parts in the whole fucking movie. Once again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the sets, because they had to build all this. The fact that they were able to build all of these things, to me, it's such a fucking massive. Like enough people aren't talking about what the sets were like and the claustrophobia of some of these things. And some of the rooms get smaller, and then there's just enough space to maybe fit through 2 walls, but you don't know until you get into the wall. You know what I mean? Like it's just so creepy and disturbing.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. B Show just texted me too. I'm answering them on my watch. I think he lost power, so
Oh my
or not
god.
power, lost internet. So
Well, I hope they find the internet.
it's lost in the back rooms with him, man. I don't know what
Do you
happened.
think, in the back room, Shah, I don't know that time is linear there. I think in the back rooms, time is not linear.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Saturday though, man. How long is the movie? Do you remember? You said
I
it's a
think it's
little
about 150.
okay.
I think it's
So I
about
figured.
an hour and 50. I will say I felt it felt a little too long. And my biggest criticism of the film is I didn't think the female lead was, there's reasons why she's the way she is. You got the 2 main characters there are damaged. They have serious, like they've been through real trauma, and one of them is more damaged than the other. Yeah, Chitwell Ejiofor. How do you pronounce that name, Shah? Good luck. Like Dirk is telling me to pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce that name. This guy, this is my 3 great performances, Shah, of the year horror wise. Are obviously in Nindy Navarette. I mean, there's just no getting around it. She killed it. Uh, Chitwell Ejiofor. I'm sure I'm killing his name. He plays, I think Clark is his name. Absolutely extraordinary. And Ray Fiennes in Bone Temple. These are like Academy, like you could make Academy Award conversations for some of these people. I really do. I don't think horror is going to take that mantle. You know what I mean, as far as that goes. But I do think it's worth mentioning that much like Indy Navarette, Shah, for example, let's say she wasn't as good in Obsession. Let's say she was like, could that movie have worked? I mean, like, I think the reason why these movies are working is we're getting much like Toni Collette and much like Florence Pugh, and much like Anya Taylor Joy and much like what's her face there from Pearl. We're getting great performances, and they're driving these vehicles, to big success.
Yeah, and I think you're starting to see that trend where you know, I think the Academy is going to start taking it a little bit more seriously. I mean, obviously, we saw Weapons last year.
Yeah,
We had another
Substance the year
one,
before.
yes, Substance the year before. So it's starting to get some notice.
Well,
Um,
Michael B. Jordan also technically won Best Actor for a horror movie. I mean, so you
yeah,
had the horror male Best Lead Actor, even though that was woefully undeserved, and the female lead from Amy Madigan there for female supporting actress. I mean, it's already kind of bucked that trend. It's potentially going to do it again, potentially, because let's be honest, there's not been a lot of, other than the Odyssey, Shah, there hasn't been a lot of Academy Award movies coming out.
and the Odyssey, it's getting a lot of flack. A lot of people don't like it, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't heard? A lot of people are bitching about it already. I
I
don't even know
I
if they've seen it, but I think a lot of people just are.
I saw the controversy with the woman playing Helena Troy bragging that she never read the book, and she went to like Harvard, which is a little strange because, if you go to an accelerated university, you've probably read something like the Odyssey. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bisha, we thought you got lost in the back rooms with Clark.
I did. Clark came and got me, and I was just gonna say something I don't want to.
I know you can't give anything away. I was telling Shah. He's asking me about
I saw a
robots.
review that said there's a scene at the beginning that it's uncomfortable on levels of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and John knows what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't think exactly the same
No, it's
thing.
It's pretty rough.
It's
It starts out
gnarly,
rough.
dude.
Shah, they
Yeah.
start out a little rough. In Backrooms, starts a little rough.
No,
I'm
I
patient,
meant-
man. I'm patient.
I
We
meant
got
the
an
dining
hour and
table
15
scene.
minutes.
What are you talking about?
I'm at the dining table. The dining room scene at the end.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. They do a nice, good little scare there in the beginning of back. They set that table pretty good. Like they don't waste no fucking time letting you know, dude. That was like the dude's like hyperventilating and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? We're starting with this? Yeah, the dining room scene. Bisha, I put that up there with the dining room scene in Hannibal. Like from an acting perspective.
With
I
Ray
think-
Liotta, yeah.
Yeah, I think, but the acting, the performance, I think this is honestly, and it's probably not fair to compare this to Indy Navarrete, and then we'll get to these other things. I think this is a better performance. I just
think
this
so?
guy's a fucking world class British theater actor. Like he's incredible. He's fucking incredible. He takes you through like Indy Navarrete just goes from like kind of normal, quirky, cute to crazy, right? And then crazy, and then more crazy. This
Well,
dude
but
is
like the
it's
jumping
you.
back and forth and being able to keep that straight, to me that
Yeah, the
put
walking
it over the top.
backwards and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I won't argue with you. I won't say that he was worse than she was or better
Yeah,
or whatever.
I mean, it's subjective at the end of the day.
But no, he was really good, and a little bit of lore for people, because I know a lot of people, I was going to say, were kind of upset about the entities. This movie actually takes place before some of the actual viral videos are supposed to take place in sequence.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, so it works its way possibly into
Yes,
that.
but yeah, performance-wise, that dude was awesome, and I think that we talked about this maybe a couple weeks ago. The low-budget horror movies used to be a bunch of unknowns, and then you would get like one stalwart or one, I call it like a value stock, like a Jordan at the Wizards kind of performer, where like they're not. They don't have the earnings potential they have. They don't have the star power they had before, like a John Saxon in like Black Christmas type of thing. John Saxon's the man, but he wasn't at the time. So like that's what it used to be, and now it seems like that's what it's getting to. You got one really good actor to anchor the stuff, and then a bunch of other unknowns that are doing their parts to bring it up. Yeah.
Well, before we get to a couple of trailers, there was a big announcement that kind of set the internet on fire a little bit in these circles. It is official. Zack Snyder is now in control of Escape from New York and will be writing and directing and producing the remake. This upset a lot of people. I'm just going to get this on the record now. I'm not that precious about these things anymore. The day I walked into an empty Borum Hill, Brooklyn movie theater to see Spike Lee's Old Boy with 3 people, that kind of ended this for me. When you have that experience, you nothing is that precious anymore. But people were really, really angry about this news, Shah. They were disappointed. But to me, I just think this was an inevitability.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy about this, to be honest with you, man. I don't know, man. I'm not a big Zack Snyder guy, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan. I haven't even watched the last couple of movies he's made, like that zombie movie he made a couple years ago. What was it
Pretty
called?
bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. With Batista, I hated that movie.
Yeah.
And then he made
honestly,
like a Star Wars type movie for Netflix that I couldn't get through.
Yeah, I think honestly the only movie I enjoyed of his is probably Dawn of the Dead, the remake.
Which is
That's
fucking off the charts.
probably the only thing.
It's fucking fantastic.
So that kind of gives me hope, because I can see using like that chaotic scenes that he had in Dawn of the Dead. If you use that and kind of transport that over to Escape from New York, I can see it working, but I really don't trust the guy's vision to put a John Carpenter remake in his hands. And honestly, I don't want to see this movie remade. I think the original is decent enough. Escape from LA is dog shit. I hope they never remake that, as terrible.
Embarrassing.
We'll see. I don't know, man. This is one of those where I have to wait for reviews because it could either be good or it could be absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, and that's how I'm like not like I'm like it doesn't surprise me. B show, I'm sure you are not over the moon as a massive Carpenter guy. But you had to kind of expect this was going to happen.
You're on mute.
Unmute yourself, young man.
Sorry, I was still fuming from being offline. I keep getting stray like, Dad, the Wi-Fi in the background. I was trying to spare you guys that. But here's the thing with Escape from New York. I'm not a fan. I love the original movie. I'm not gonna get mad like you. This shit's just gonna happen. I'm just not gonna watch it, or I'm gonna watch it and say it sucks. But they were going to cast it with a British guy before. At least we're not at that point, because like Snake Plissken was very much an American type of hero.
Yeah.
And for him to be going in as a Brit, just sorry Brits, I know we have a lot of friends in the UK,
Yeah,
but
we
it
do.
just wasn't going to work. As long as it's not as bad as some of the other movies, and you know what? Honestly, John Carpenter directed Escape from L.A. and that movie fucking sucked.
Oh, it's absolute wiener and shrinking inducing. Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I couldn't get through the whole thing. I watched.
I saw it in
80%
theaters.
of it.
I went and saw it opening weekend in Brooklyn. I couldn't believe my eyes, especially the fucking surfing scene. I mean, like,
Oh,
with Peter
this is
Fonda.
terrible. Or
Tsunami,
the basketball scene.
The basketball. Well, that was a play on the previous basketball scene, so that was like.
Well, it was, and Carpenter's a huge basketball fan, but like, think of the wrestling fight with what's his name, Ox Baker, and how great that is, and then you just have him like doing some bullshit layup contest, like terrible.
Yeah,
but
I met Ox Baker. He was awesome.
As long as it's okay. As long as it's not terrible, fine. I'll watch it. I'm not happy it's going to happen. And the other thing about Zack Snyder, too, and I want to get you guys' opinion on this. On Twitter, I posted when people were being mad about it, like, hey, he did the Dawn of the Dead movie, and that was great.
300.
But then a lot of people responded, that's like the best thing he's done, and then lists like 5 or 6 other movies that were dog shit. So
I like his his Snyder cut of Justice League is dope. I like Batman vs Superman. I like Affleck as Batman. I will say this: if the casting is good, if they cast the fucking Reacher guy, I'm gonna fucking shit in my pants, like and keep it in there for a day, because that's what I would like to see happen. I'm afraid it's gonna be trash, but I'm going to hold my breath because I just don't know. I'm just going to hold my breath. If it's cast well, I'm on board. I'm totally with it. If it's, some bizarre weirdo casting, I'm out. I want to see. There's a few people who could be Snake Plissken right now. By the way, John Bernthal could be Snake Plissken.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a great pick.
I mean, honest to God, John Bernthal, Shah, that guy who plays the Punisher, 100% could be Snake Plissken. 100% could be Snake Plissken.
I can see that. Believe it or not, I've actually watched some of The Punisher, so I'm actually familiar with that one.
Just watch the one-shot thing because it's a fucking X-rated violent massacre, and you don't need to know nothing about it. Just watch.
I watched
the
there was a TV series, right?
Yeah, he's the Punisher.
That's the one that I watched. I watched like 2 episodes.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah, like if we can be show, you're not gonna tell me if you hear this guy's Snake Plissken, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm done, I'm out. He's gonna be amazing. It's like
and like here's the thing is I'm even a fan of the more subdued hero, like not a quiet badass. Like Kurt Russell wasn't like face puncher dude, but he got shit done.
He was tough.
So like even if the guy who played Matt Murdock or Daredevil, even
Charlie
someone
Cox.
like that, you know what I mean? Like even that, I'm not saying it's the greatest casting choice, but there's a lot of people out there that could do it.
Give me the Reacher guy or fucking John.
See, I think he's too big.
I love that. Make Snake Plissken that's what he should be, a cock diesel monster in an apocalyptic world who beats the fucking shit out of people. I'm on board.
Do you think this concept is too 80s? Like, to me, it's like we're moving on. Like, they're making Obsession. They're making this movie. They're making that movie. Is Escape from New York with like a walled-off Manhattan? Are we playing with this? Are they going to turn it into Alligator Alcatraz and try to make a political statement?
I don't think Snyder's doesn't seem like he does that with his properties.
He made Civil War.
I don't know. Look, we're gonna wait and see. Let's see who's cast. Let's see who the heavy is. Honestly, let's see who the heavy is too. Who's gonna
shout out
villain?
to Digital Lizard? It'll be Jared Leto.
Jared Leto's Snake Plissken. So we got a couple of trailers we want to get to. One of them, oddly enough, I'm I thought I was gonna groan and piss about. I saw this Red Band trailer right before Backrooms, and I said, "Shit, I got to tell the guys we should cover this." Now, Eli Roth, who kind of is in a Zack Snyder category, guys, let's be honest, and a lot of people, he's got a new movie out called Ice Cream Man. It is not a remake of the BDC whatever horror movie. I hope this is the Red Band trailer we could play, B-Show, because if we can play the Red Band trailer.
The one that just came out 10 hours ago?
Okay, they might have released it from the previews from previous week, so let's take a look. This is Zack Snyder. This is Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man. I said Zack Snyder. Snyder on the brain.
And away we go.
I would have thought this was Terrifier.
What happened? Someone hurt my mommy.
Oh
Who? Me.
boy. Nice. Oh yeah, baby. Wow. Yeah. Look at this fucking shit.
You guys see that weird
We're gonna get booted.
What do you mean weird?
Oh,
just-
he's in it.
Oh, he's in it.
Like he was
He
following
might be
me.
have a little.
Is
Wow,
that
this
where
looks
I
like
sick
it
or
costs
something?
money.
Marcella. Marcella.
Back to your classroom. What is going on here?
This looks like it costs money.
Jesus
good.
fucking Christ! What have
Nice.
Damn.
Oh! I am all over this. Dude, look at this.
Tyler seems demonic.
This is way more than the one
They're
I
not
saw.
trying to kill us.
Oh, yeah.
This
trying
is
to
way
turn
more.
us. We have to run.
Oh my god.
An Ice Cream Man looks like he should be driving a white van with no windows. Not ice cream truck.
There's a lot of kids.
You
in
can't
this
just
movie,
kill
man.
him.
This is uncomfortable
Cut
almost.
his head off.
Nice. Dude, look at this. Oh my god. Oh. This looks so good. I can't. Oh man.
fucking kids?
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh, yo. This looks like Shah. This is like if Terrifier had money and like better like reach.
Everything.
Can you believe this?
See, I like it, but I disagree, man. This kind of looks like low budget to me. This does not look like a big budget movie.
Well,
It's just it
comparatively
uses
speaking.
nice like fancy camera lenses, which like everybody has now. So I don't think the budget is high for this movie. Because if you look at the makeup effects, like the practical effects look pretty good, but the kids, I mean, they look silly, dude. Like it looks terrible. But I will say this: this is the type of movie that I'm missing because this is that shit B horror movie from
Yeah.
the 80s that we don't get anymore. So I would put this in the same category as like Psycho Goreman, these type of movies.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah, like
It's
this is not
stupid
going to be
on
like a
purpose.
great movie. It's gonna
No, it's gonna be fun as
hell.
fuck though.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun as
fuck.
hell.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to see.
Ultra violent too. Jesus.
B-Show, this is infinitely more than I saw for the Red Band trailer. This was unrated.
Yeah, I watched one earlier. It was not this violent, and I echo the sentiments of our resident estate planner here.
Don Tillman.
I think they threw everything in the movie in this trailer.
I don't care.
Because, like, and here's the thing. They're definitely going after Terrifier's crowd.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't
And you can tell the way it's kind of shot and the characters and stuff. And I'm fine with that. But I think Shah is right. It looks like a low-budget movie filmed with higher-end cameras.
Well,
And
I think the color palette and everything else of it looks way better than those types of movies.
Da Vinci
Yeah, but that's
Resolve.
because it's Eli Roth, so he has access to all this shit. Like he has a lot of friends in the industry. You know, it
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
look
it's
like
Eli
a
Roth,
big
but
budget
he's not
movie, though.
exactly. He's got some friends, but
Dude, he was like the top horror director for like 7 years or
Was
5
he?
years or something like that. For a
Eli
while.
Yeah, he was definitely in those circles. Yeah, I would say so. Ever since
I mean,
Hostel, like he had Hostel, he had
yeah, but
that
then,
clown movie.
like, yeah, but then his other movies like kind of went right to video and all this other stuff. I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people don't like him, dude. He has a Zack Snyder. So be sure you know this is a
I
fact,
don't
too.
like him, to be honest.
You
with
don't. A
I'm
lot
not
of people do
a
not like
fan.
this guy. I like him because he's like a Long Island guy. He's close to my age. Like, he's, I dig him. You know what I mean?
I didn't like the fact that like he came on strong as like the blood and guts guy, and then everyone anointed him the horror master.
Yes.
And then he's hosting shows talking about like the greatest shit. And
But
it's like,
Hostel was a needle mover, guys. Let's remember, Hostel was a thing.
No, it
Like,
was.
it was.
I'll be honest. The only reason I dislike the guy is just because I'm judging him based off his looks. To be honest with you, he just reminds me of like an Abercrombie like type of dude, and I'm just like, yeah, he doesn't really fit in this world, man. He feels like
that's the John
outsider.
Carpenter line. Eli Roth and his Hollywood hair. He can take the throne and have it and shit like that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
said that on
I
interviews.
have a soft spot for him because he's like a Long Island guy, and he's in, like he was like an intern for like I think Stern, not for Stern, but something like that. Like he's got a lot of New York. He checks off a lot of boxes for me. That's all. And like he's down with Tarantino and all that stuff. So it's like for me, it's like he's like he's like your friend who kind of sucks, but it's, what are you gonna do? It's it's Eli, that kind.
By
of
the way,
thing.
I'm not saying he's like a poser or anything, because I don't
he's
think
no
he
poser.
is. He's definitely not. He's definitely engulfed into the horror scene. He's studied it. He's like a master of this shit.
Oh yeah,
but
he's
it's just
talks the talk.
something about him is like very douchey. I just don't really like his
Yeah,
personality.
and a lot of people feel that way, Shah. I don't think you're in a I don't think you're in a minority there as much. Anyway, another big film that I saw the trailer for that got a lot of heat is by Adam Weingart. Now you know who Adam Weingart is because you've seen his movies. He started with I think You're Next, and then he got The Guest, which if you've never seen is one of the best fucking action horror / movies. But then he got the Godzilla fucking franchise. He's done Godzilla X, he's done Godzilla vs. Kong, and he also did a little movie called Blair Witch, and he's done some VHSs. This is his brand new movie. It's called Onslaught. It's sort of like an action horror hybrid movie. We're going to check it out now. Yes, Winnie, we're going to watch it now. Thank you. You want to come watch it?
You've been here, Celeste. You need to get over your shit, soldier.
I like it here. It's safe.
This was also playing before Backrooms.
Look, I got an emergency meeting. You're up, Mom.
824.
No. It's a burrito. Eat a burrito with your hands. Like this.
I don't know who this girl is. You guys know this girl?
That's
You
my
guys
bro.
ever seen her?
No, I like it, bro.
This is the second time that Black Hawk has gone over us today.
I feel like I've seen her in something.
Yeah,
They're up
we've
to
definitely
something in
seen
the desert north of here. Kind of secret base or some shit.
Oh,
What you are witnessing here
is that Michael Biehn?
I don't know.
is a human equivalent
Wingard, I said
of a
Wingard.
heat-seeking missile.
Holy shit! What is this?
You'll see.
Cousin soldier.
Would you
They're
mind
these like
telling me what I'm
monster
up
super
against tonight?
soldiers.
We're set out to create an ideal combatant
Oh, I would know her too. She's
to be
from
deployed
the
against
town.
the domestic
Look at
population.
the
She's
size
from the
of
Godzilla Kong movie.
Yeah.
These men
Oh, I didn't know
are
this was
conditioned to
September. I
kill
thought it was kinda-
until they are stopped.
Do you have any
Nice.
practical advice for engagement?
Use your best judgment.
What are these fucking Nazis or something?
They're like
Don't be afraid.
super
Your government.
Where are you going?
Go to your room. Get under the bed.
and they get like
Mama needs
loose.
to get her
They're like
guns.
roided out super soldiers that are just kill. Just killing. They don't stop. And they get loose. So it takes a quirky 110-pound woman to stop them.
Girl boss Marine.
Girl boss.
Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Cover your ears.
Why?
I'm just gonna say a lot of bad words, okay?
Girl boss.
Trailer park, motherfucker!
What the fuck's Carl Winslow doing in this movie?
Dan Stevens. Okay, he's from your. Shah, like I like this in concept, but I think I'm all set with the 90-pound woman beating up like Brock Lesnar-sized people with like guns. I think I'm good. I think I would like a little bit more meat on the bone.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect from A24, man? I mean, You're gonna get that feminist movie once a year. It looks fun, like kind of like similar to the ice cream movie. Like it reminds me of like an 80s flick. Like this reminds me of something that would probably come out around like maybe Terminator.
It reminds
conceptually,
me of yeah, you're absolutely right. Like late 80s,
conceptually,
right
it's like an 80s movie. Obviously, it doesn't look like one. I think it's gonna be fun though. It's not one of those movies I'm like rushing out the door to go watch, but it looks fun. The premise is fine. Just my only complaint is like the woman thing. Not to sound fucking misogynist, but like, come on, man. Like, it's not believable. It's just come on.
Yeah,
She's not gonna roundhouse kick fucking iRobot, soldiers. Like, it's not realistic.
Yeah,
it's like we have Dolph Lundgren, Brock Lesnar, and Vladimir Kozlov attacking. Are we gonna send Becky Lynch out there to send him back home?
I don't remember.
That's Stephanie McMahon, bro. Stephanie McMahon will handle it.
With that giant slap.
B-Show, I bet you this is a fun movie, but again, this is another 100-pound, 5-foot girl doing things that no one else can do for reasons and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're giving the backstory that she was like this elite, like maybe the female Reacher, who knows, and she's tactical and shit. But like,
Reacher's 6'4", 270 pounds.
Thank you. Like, it's got to be believable. Yeah, sorry. Like, and then I hate the cheesy lines, and you can always tell like the studio lines where it's like, "Get back, you bitch!" Like, sorry, stinker. No way. I'm out.
She's cute as fuck. She's been in a lot of movies, similar kind of movies. I like Adam. I've seen so many of this guy's movies. We all have. And you probably didn't realize it. He knows how to make a engaging film. People think Shah, that movie, The Guest. People jerk off to that movie for like 10 fucking years. I cannot go in. That movie comes up about every couple of months in all these groups I'm in of someone discovering that movie. And that movie kind of put that dude on the map. And I like Your Next. Your Next was okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched that movie in full. I've watched about maybe half of it.
It's good.
I did like it though. Love the color palette, like the neon colors and all that shit. Kind of reminds me of like.
And by the way, that started the synthwave soundtrack in 2014. Yeah. It's all synthwave in that Guest movie. It's fucking.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand with Drive. That and Drive
are
very similar.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Although Drive obviously was, way more artsy and blah, 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 had big names attached to it, had very big people affiliated with it. I might check this out. We'll see what the run looks like in September. But our last trailer, I also saw this trailer in front of Backrooms. This is from the director of, oh God, I'm drawing a blank here. This is from the director of It Follows. This is a massive studio movie, I believe, based on a book with huge names in it. This is a little bit more fleshed out from the teaser we saw. This is The House at the End of Oak Street, and it stars some pretty big names. I think I'm very dialed into this movie. I don't know. I only know about it from the trailers. A lot of people have been talking about it, and this is coming to theaters soon. We're gonna check it out. The trailer right now.
Yeah, when I got dumped, I lost the list. So here we go.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Very good.
Is this the most recent one? This is the one they just
June
released?
1st.
Perfect. Here we go. That dog will be dead in 30 seconds.
Did anybody else see that weird light last night?
What weird light?
The wind was blowing all crazy. Starbucks was
Yeah, they're
freaked
really
out
fleshing
barking.
this out now.
Could have been lights from a helicopter.
Or a UFO? Aliens.
Shut up, Dad.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway, big people.
She's on a roll lately, man.
Yeah, she's great. That's J.J.
Water's
Abrams'
not
studio.
Looks like the whole neighborhood's lost power.
I think this is based on the book.
What the hell was that?
You must love that, John.
I like old Joel. I don't
Okay,
think
all right.
It's the 80s and young.
Strictly 80s Joel, sir.
No, 70s Joel. I'm 70s Joel.
Oh, 70s Joel,
Our
sorry.
neighborhood,
I was
I know,
quoting
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
our house.
I'm happy for this It Follows guy. I like this guy.
I like that.
How the hell is that even possible?
Here we go.
Get out of there! Run!
What the hell's going on?
Get inside now!
I just heard a gunshot.
Oh! Wow. Wow.
Gather supplies.
Grab anything you can use as a weapon.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, the footprints. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna survive.
I love these shots. Oh my god.
Wow. God's not gonna let us die here.
Greg, you only go to church at Christmas and now you're telling the kids God's looking out for us?
What about the people who are out there getting eaten?
Look at that. Man, these dinosaurs look real good. The end of Oak Street. Oh, he wrote it. Okay, I thought it was based on a book. Shah, I have to say, one of my biggest things with these dinosaur-related movies is if I don't believe the dinosaurs, I check out of the movie. I don't know if we're just seeing them sporadically, but I have to say they did a good job with making believe that these dinosaurs are in a residential neighborhood in the 21st century.
Yeah, I actually watched this trailer yesterday. Big fan of the trailer, man. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that, Jurassic Park kind of has like the dinosaur movies cornered. Like I like the fact that some other companies are starting to do it because, I mean, it's fucking dinosaurs, dude. I don't know why we don't have more movies about dinosaurs. We have a million alligator and crocodile movies and
True. Shark.
barely
We have
anything
tons
about
of shark
dinosaurs.
movies. We have shark movies. We have piranha movies. We have Bigfoot movies. We have Yeti movies.
Dragons. I mean, there's tons
Dragons.
of them.
Tons of dragons. We have TV shows about dragons.
Yeah. But when it comes to Jurassic Park, it's either like really shitty indie films that like no one's ever heard of that you can't even watch, or Jurassic Park. That's it.
Yeah.
So I do like that. Again, the graphics look really, really good. I fucking miss, like, you look at Jurassic Park, dude, you can tell the difference between the practical dinosaur and the goddamn CGI. And no matter how good they get at CGI, you can always still tell it's CGI. I watched a documentary on set pieces that they used to, like miniatures, yesterday. And they were showing all of the ones they used in Lord of the Rings. I thought that was CGI. I didn't realize all of that was real.
No, they built all that shit.
Yeah, they built all of that shit.
It was forced perspective. Yeah, they're like rotating the set. That's fantastic.
Dude, I was fucking amazed. And I'm like, that's why this movie looks so fucking good.
Well, also, look who did it. Look who was responsible for it.
But imagine if all that was CGI, bro. That would not hold up.
He wouldn't have done it.
It wouldn't have
look at his Frankenstein. They built the fucking boats and all that other shit. None of that
like,
was
look
fake.
at Gods of Egypt. Is that what is it? Gods of Egypt or Gods of something? It's almost like a 300. It's like 300.
Oh, something.
But like there's gods walking around.
Tarsim did that Gods movie. Shah and I like a movie that Tarsim director did.
Yeah, it's not bad, but to your point, like if it was done forced perspective, it would look natural. But it's all CG shit. It looks imitation.
I think the dinosaurs look good, Bisho.
I think they looked okay. Like there's the one shot where it turns around and it's growling at her from down the street. Like you can kind of tell. Yeah. I'm almost resigned to the point where like we know it's going to be CG. I'm just accepting of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know we've seen some this is where like I know Scorsese just signed up to use it, but like here's with the AI shit with me. I think there's always going to be some stuff that you can't do practically. And there's always going to be some stuff that if you just generate and puppeteer like animation style, it's never going to look right. If they can keep getting AI to look better and more natural,
which it will, but
and control it better because it's inconsistent. But like as good as some of this shit's getting, I think that's the next point to blend things is with this, where you can actually make it look like a dinosaur is touching someone and the physics are on point, as opposed to like, hey, I'm hitting this tennis ball on a stick and they're going to fill it in later.
Yeah.
I think that's it, honestly. And I know people don't like it because of the AI shit, but I mean, honestly, I think that's the only way to go.
Yeah, I think this looks good. Normally I would poo-poo a movie like this, but I really like this director a lot. I've been kind of waiting for him to break out into some bigger movies. And the fact that he got, these big names, this movie looks like it costs a lot of money. It's going to get pushed to the moon. I think the studio is going to give this a big Hollywood push. We'll have to wait and see. Will I run out and see? Honestly, I'll be honest with you. The only one of these three movies I'm really probably going to run out and see is probably Ice Cream Man Shop, because that just looks like a fun, dopey hour and a half.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man, that's probably going to come out from Vinegar Syndrome because he worked with them last time. Remember that movie that I was telling you guys about? It was like Jimmy and the... What was it called? Jimmy and the Stags or some shit like that? It was that alien movie that Eli Roth put out. That's super
with the one guy in the whole movie?
Yeah, and it's got like neon blood all over the place. So
in the apartment or whatever? The
his
band
apartment.
thing?
It's one guy
Yeah.
doing an
Yeah.
alien
Yep.
invasion in his apartment, but it's one
Yep.
guy in the whole movie.
So that was, I think, his first release. And this is going to be under the same banner. So I wouldn't be surprised if he distributes this through Vinegar Syndrome also. So I'm probably just going to buy it.
Yeah,
It's not
just
something
think
I
it
would go
be,
to the
I
theater.
just think it'd be fun to watch that shit in the theater and laugh with people and like have a good time. But
Yeah.
but we will see. Anyway, we're gonna head on out. Patreon friends, we'll get the link up for you in this week. We'll get the link up by the weekend so that you can start adding to the June Q&A. And I'll be dropping a little special solo show this weekend for the Patreon. So please consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia. $5 a month gets you in the door and access to thousands of hours of exclusive content. Let's plug our pals. Let's plug the Drew Yari Experience. Let's plug Rich Dow's X's and O's. Let's plug Lunches with Punches. Let's plug the Minorities Report, the Bayou Geeks. Let's plug the Don Tony. Let's plug the Wrestling Soup. Let's plug the Red River Podcast with Sam Hoyos. Let's plug Kevin Castle's birthday. How about that? Kevin Castle would have been 58 today. Unbelievable. And of course, thank all of you people who reached out to or wrote nice things about Kevin today and sent me messages. That was really sweet. Shah, do you have the plugs for our friends here on the show?
Yeah, follow B Show at B Show Brian, John at I Am John Draper, myself at Planet.Mondo, and you can follow the show at Spitball Media.
Now, I didn't bring this up earlier, but I think I'm going to try to run to see Masters of the Universe. In case I don't see it, I didn't want to make a point of it. Shah will be seeing Backrooms this weekend, and B-Show will be starting a much-needed vacation, so he will not be here next week. So B-Show, we hope you have a lovely time. And, of course, be safe. Be careful on that old vacation. We don't want you disappearing, and then we'll have to make a documentary about how you disappeared.
Unless like aliens touch down in the woods and I have an adventure to talk about, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, unless this is just a setup for you to meet some mistress and leave the country, which in that case we would still make the documentary.
Dude,
because
I
I'd
wouldn't be
very
talking
jealous.
about that on air. You guys would know, but nobody else would.
Probably not. I mean, that's the beauty of running away with your mistress. Not that I would know her or anything. Anyway, listen. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Let's go Knicks, and we'll see you on the regular show next week. But I'll see you on Patreon in a couple of days.